Do you feel it? Do you feel it in the air? Do you feel it? Do you feel it?
Good morning, everybody. This is Mike DeJoy with the Affinity Legends of Wall Street Trading Room. So, welcome back from the Christmas 4-day holiday. My top two stocks of the day. Well, first of all, let's just talk about the markets overall. Markets are gapping down, okay, with a slight fade already. There is a chance that this is a sell setup forming, okay? If the sell setup rejects, then we go up to 114.50. If the sell setup triggers, we go down to 110. 110 on the Qs. So we have a doji-like day. What would be the trigger point? Would be 112 on the downside, which we're at 112.28. We gap down to 112. The trigger to the upside is 113. So the range that we're talking about today is on the QQQ. Okay, 112 trigger down, 113 trigger up. Okay? So 112 trigger down, 113 trigger up. Okay? And that's it. I mean, it's pretty much simple as that. In terms of big stocks, leading indicator stocks, Apple, obviously relatively weak to the market. Me personally, still think Apple is going to be a late-term mover to the upside, but could be wrong. Facebook, still looking like a consolidation inside of a big bull pennant, inside of a bull pennant. So love Facebook. Facebook, if market breaks out, has relative strength. Probably my favorite stock for the day to the long side is Fitbit. Okay. Already doing a check mark pre-market. Actually, I took a little bit pre-market. I had some from over the weekend. So Fitbit to me looks like that kind of bottom, double bottom, higher low. Think overall Fitbit looks good to the long side. It could be a check mark. If it does start to run, this could run up to 34.50. Fitbit really is benefiting from the Apple Watch craze, meaning that Apple has the watch and IBM and Microsoft and the Google Android operating system seems to be kept tapping into the health activity tracker craze with Fitbit. Okay? So that's why Fitbit is my top long today. Okay, to keep an eye on Fitbit. I do have some of this pre-market. This was a pre-market check mark. Okay? Pre-market check market. I also had 500 shares over the weekend, so already up $500 on that position from over the weekend. Which makes up for my $300 down on GoPro. Let's take a look at GoPro. I think GoPro is a piece of junk, but at the same time, I do think that it's usually stocks don't go straight down. They have one last hurrah, even if they are a one product company like GoPro. The other one that we have is CMRX. You guys know I always like to pair up a long with a short. Okay, CMRX. And this stock got obliterated late-term drug failure down to $7 from 32. This is a supersized gap. I do not know how this stock will react. It is not going to operate by normal gap and go down rules because the gap is supersized. So you go back all the way. I mean, this is a shoulder, head, shoulder. $14 was the prior support. We're looking at, I mean, this is at all-time lows. Since the company has gone public, it's never been this low. I'm going to go through a couple of other stocks that I've been watching. Okay, another one that I think is ripe for some kind of explosion to the upside from is FEYE. Could potentially be above its moving averages. We've been watching CHK, which could be this could be a green bar, red bar, second green bar, which would take us all the way to 560. Guys, by the way, Fitbit already like all kind of activity on Fitbit. Can anybody can somebody look up news on Fitbit? Because it seems incredibly active. I mean, it's in this gap area, which should take it to $32. I think Fitbit might be the trading stock of the day. If it breaks above that pre-market high of like 30.80, forget about it. This thing's off right up to the next level there, which would be 34.50. All right, guys, those are my main couple of stocks. Obviously, good trading stocks. X pulling back. Big gap down on oil, though. USO. USO, by the way, is one of these stocks that when it gaps down, tends to keep going down. So just realize that gaps on oil, they tend to continue. So USO might be a good short. Okay, USO is not a stock. It tracks oil, and oil tends to, when it gaps down over the weekend, keep going down. Selling begets more selling. That's a good one. SUNE. That has a nice daily chart, possibly for an upswing. Guys, look, this was a buy setup, and then now it could possibly continue to go up. All right. So, guys, we got 1 minute to open. Fitbit now looking like a fade. Guys, watch Fitbit for the fade. Guys, Macy's. Macy's looking good to the upside. The reason Macy's was down was due to pre-market. It's listed on the New York Stock Exchange. It looked horrible. It is not as bad as it seems. Macy's, it looks like a 1, 2, 3 continuation to the upside on the daily. Guys, Fitbit fading pretty nicely. But watch it because it might turn into that check mark. It did gap on top of those moving averages. Okay. Watch this one for the fade first as part of the check mark. You see Macy's. Guys, watch Fitbit here. This can go either way. Guys, Macy's starting to take off. Broke the 1 minute and the 3 minute high. Guys, Fitbit also starting to show signs of life. Guys, Twitter, TWTR. Twitter, guys, breaking the prior bars high. Guys, there goes Macy's. kind of at a key level here. If it can get past that 200 period moving average on the 5 minute, the 1, 2, 3 on the daily can really get going. So guys, so far my 3 longs that I'm interested in are Twitter, Macy's, and Fitbit. Fitbit's a check mark. Macy's is a 1, 2, 3 on the daily, and Twitter is a daily break above the prior day's high. Guys, GoPro, big recovery. Look at GoPro today. Okay, guys, Fitbit holding up. Macy's looking good, guys. Macy's a buy setup on the 1 minute, possible 5 minute 1, 2, 3 continuation. And Twitter doing well. Guys, look at Twitter. Macy's a beast, guys. Macy's beautiful setup, but it needs to break this level. Facebook, guys, shaping up. Facebook. Breaking the prior bar's high. Yeah, that was a short on USO. Great job, Emery. Both trades. I'd book some profit, at some point, not now, not arbitrarily. USO is a great short. They tend to continue in the direction of the gap. Wow, guys, look at Twitter. GoPro. Guys, GoPro again. GoPro. A buy setup and a 5 minute 1, 2, 3. GoPro, a beautiful setup. Take a look at SUNE. SUNE is a short at this point. This looks like a descending triangle and would be a short. GoPro, I'm already up 18 bucks on that trade. I just took it when I called it. If it takes out the high, guys, GoPro can go right to 20. Well, maybe not. GoPro is like a jinx for me. Every time I mention it. F-E-Y-E. F-E-Y-E. Whoa. Guys, keep an eye on F-E-Y-E if it breaks the 22 level. Guys, I gotta go refresh my coffee. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Another jinx for me was Fire Eye. Nice job, Emery, on the USO, man. You're doing great. And I'm down a little bit on my Macy's position. I'm down a little bit on GoPro. Fitbit, I'm up on the overnight, down on the today. I think X is coming into position for a buy, but it's not ready yet. Apple continuing to get obliterated. Facebook got stopped out. No? Did I get stopped out? No, I didn't get stopped out on Facebook. Facebook looking good. Facebook going, guys. There goes Facebook, guys. If Facebook goes across the high, it's an ad. You see CHK. CHK could be a buy here. I mean, it's not setting up yet. You still need a reversal bar, but you do have one on the 5-minute. You see Macy's. Macy's still doesn't look bad. Certainly was a great profit-taking point when it broke the high. And it's putting in buy setup-like formation. So Macy's is still good. All right, guys. I'm going to go quiet. I don't see a ton of day trading stuff. Fitbit is what I'm waiting for. But it looks like it's fading at the moment. Facebook is probably the best day trade. So I'm just going to sit here and watch Facebook. I'm in Facebook. Might as well ride it. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 shares. GoPro suckered me in and kicked my ass as it usually does. Should have got out right away with my $18 worth of profit. Fitbit looks like a great fade. I mean, it hasn't really started fading yet, but I also still like Macy's to the long side. We shall see where we go from here. Let's cancel Macy's. Let's need some more time to pull back. Let's see if Qs, guys, the Qs are heading towards that 112 level. Remember the trigger point for 112 being the short on the Qs? It's not there yet, so I'm going to put a yellow light on this. Okay, so the Qs are heading towards the short level. Yeah, I would cancel Twitter as well. I'd cancel any long. And look at the UVXY, right? Twitter, probably needs to pull back to around this level, and then the market needs to save, because right now Twitter's actually a perfect sell setup. So if you didn't take any profit on Twitter, John Streetman, you're not doing your job. You're not trading. You're just sitting there like a spectator watching. And you might as well not be at your desk. And I'm not doing it to signal out John. I'm just making a lesson out of it. And you can't let one little change stop doing everything else that you're doing successful. Trading is about adding and taking and managing positions. It's not about buying and picking stocks. So you don't want to fall back into the old patterns. What Emery did was great. He shorted the USO. He shorted CMRX. Made money on the USO, CMRX. I don't think he really made it. Oh, he made 28 bucks on CMRX. And he's got a good day. Another day green. So for instance, guys, just to give you an example, here's X, right? X was a great trade when it was going up. But once it broke the prior bar's low, there's no reason for you to hold it during the pullback. Okay? CHK, it's probably still going to go up, but it's falling back like a rock. This is right now, today, is a good short. Now, if you want to buy it long, you just got to get out of the way and buy it when it goes down to like $4.14 where it is now. You don't have to hold it for the pullback. You can get out of the way by just not owning it. Own it only for the good parts. Today, the thing to own would be UVXY, right? Once the market starts selling off, the UVXY is what you should be trading to make profit to offset positions you're holding if you're going to play that hedging game. Is everybody clear on that? Thanks, man. I just got it.
Well, not bad.
Let's see. All right, guys, I'm going to be a little quiet. I think the UVXY is a buy setup here. I would probably want some kind of a pullback, but it doesn't really pull back that much. The Q's broke the 112. Watch for a bounce here. There's the watch for a pullback on the UVXY. Yeah. See the little pullback on the buy on the UVXY? And then, guys, once this thing gets going, it really motors. Remember we said that the day might be a sell setup on the daily? And if you don't own something like UVXY, there's only two ways that you can hold positions. You either buy something that goes up when the market goes down, like the UVXY, in which case you can weather holding the drawdown on, like, let's say the January effect list or something. Or, right, you can just get out of the positions and then let it pull back and then buy them again. There's only two ways to hold. UVXY right at the high. Let's see if we break out to new highs. All right, guys, I'm going to go a little quiet. I hit my 500 on the Fitbit Gap Up and on Twitter. Made $83 on Twitter, $305 on Fitbit, and $100 on Macy's. But my last Macy's trade, I'm still in. I only have I have Macy's 100 shares left, and I'm down in it, $35. So I made money on this Macy's run right there. By the way, guys, I am, me and my wife have made a decision that we're only going to buy ourselves one Christmas gift for each other, one nice gift that is not sale related, and we're just going to buy each other clothes after on the Macy's Red Sauce specials after the Christmas, because we got some incredible deals yesterday. Just sharing. All right, guys. I'll be quiet for a little bit.